Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Your game is coming up next. But here's some information from the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
6 easy ways to become an MVP. And by MVP, we mean most valuable parent. Like all of us, the parents of high school athletes tend to protect their children from adversity, or they overly involve themselves by advocating for their success. But when they do, they're negating the value of participating in high school sports. Among other lessons, high school sports teach teenagers to take nothing for granted, how to overcome obstacles, and that an extraordinary commitment of time and effort is required in order to reach goals and experience achievement. High school sports also encourage independence and self-sufficiency, attributes that are needed to be successful in life. It's natural for parents to love their children, and it's important to support them in as many ways as possible. With this in mind, here are 6 easy ways that you can be the MVP of your child's high school team. Number 1, attend your children's games as often as possible. Nothing demonstrates interest and involvement more than being there. And be sure to invite Grandma and Grandpa to come along with you. Number 2, cheer for all the kids on the team, not just your own. Here's a test for you. Do you know all the players on your child's team? Could you say hello to them by their first name? Embracing the entire team is a great way to show that your interest is sincere. Number 3, be a resource for your child's team. Does a teammate need help with transportation? Is the team trying to raise money for new uniforms? Is someone needed to organize a pizza party before the tournament starts? Maybe you can help. Number 4, try not to criticize the coach or the officials in front of your child. Hey, you're human, and there may be times when you need to vent. But be careful when and to whom you do it. Criticizing the coaching staff undermines its credibility and tends to put your child in the middle. And games are seldom won or lost because of an official's call. Remember, coaches and officials are objective. Most parents are not. Empower your child to talk with the coach about concerns. Everybody wants more playing time, and understandably so. But encourage your children to have that conversation with their coaches instead of you doing it for them. Giving teenagers the confidence and conviction to speak up for themselves is one of the greatest benefits of participating in high school sports. Number 6, focus on the life lessons your children are learning, not on win-loss records or how many points they're scoring. According to the NC2A, only about 2% of all high school athletes win a sports scholarship, and the average value of it is less than $11,000. But every child will benefit from the lessons they've learned as a result of participating in high school sports for the rest of their lives. It's difficult being the parent of a high school athlete. There's far more emotion and social pressure involved than is ideal. But if you follow these 6 pointers, not only will your children love and respect you, but so will their teammates and coaches. And you might even be named MVP. Thank you for your support of high school athletics in Indiana. Stay tuned now. The Indiana SRN game is next. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Well, good evening and welcome to the Boneyard here at Lapel High School in Lapel, Indiana. It is Heritage Christian Football on the family of networks of Indiana SRN. The 7th-ranked Heritage Christian Eagles coming in at 4-1, taking on the 16th-ranked 5-1 Lapel Bulldogs. I'm Sean Kroll. Joining me here a second is Joey Lindstrom. It's a beautiful night for football here as Heritage Christian looks to come back from their first loss of the season last week to Covenant Christian. They bring their high-powered offense here to Lapel to take on the Bulldogs, coached by Tim Miller. They last week beat Traders Point 41-6. Joining me now is my broadcast partner, Joey Lindstrom. And Joey, this is going to be an interesting ball game, especially seeing what both teams have done so far this year. But not just that, seeing what they did last year, 36-35 at Heritage Christian. Close ball game. We expect a lot of the same tonight.
We do. It's going to be a fun night. It's good to be here with you tonight, Sean, in the Boneyard. What is going to be so fun to watch today is how Heritage Christian bounces back from last week. Obviously, you can talk all about the matchup last year. You can talk all about the game. But really, how do you bounce back this week and really capitalize on all the situations and maybe the mistakes you made last week and not repeat those again?
Lapel did a good job responding last week because 2 weeks ago they lost to Ritter 33-6, responded by coming back and beating Traders Point. They're at home, got a pretty good crowd on hand, but there is that high-powered offense of Heritage Christian that Coach Miller is really concerned about. When we talked a little bit this week, he said really keeping their offense off the field as much as possible is a key to victory for them tonight. And as fast as they can get up and down the field with the weapons they've got, that is a huge thing for the Eagles.
Yeah, it is. And I'll tell you what, their 1-2 punch with Max Milton and Colton Brown really sends a lot of defenses into a little bit of a scare situation, right? So, I mean, Milton at 73 out of 116 interceptions. But with 2 last week, he's obviously wanted to improve his performance this week, and he's going to because he's going to be able to handle himself down the road. And, I mean, Colton Brown, what's to say? There isn't enough to say about him, really, because he's shifty. He's got incredible vision, rarely fumbles the ball. I mean, they always say ball security is job security, right? Colton Brown's got that job locked up because he secures the ball, and Heritage Christian does a good job of rarely turning it over. But in the same note, they did struggle last week against Covenant Christian. Maybe not struggling getting the ball downfield, but putting the ball in the end zone.
I think that's one thing Lapel's probably going to focus on is trying to stop Colton Brown, who we just saw. You've mentioned that before. We've seen him many times on the broadcast. His hips are unbelievable, the way he can stop and shift and turn and get back up to speed very quickly in the middle of the field, whether it's the outside of the field, getting around the end, whatever. I think the key tonight is going to be Max Milton and using his receivers more effectively when you've got points a game, and they do a really good job. They average 217 a game passing and 160 a game rushing, but Colton Brown, people key on him, so it's up to Milton to really step up and make those plays.
And that's what I think is going to be so important for Coach Kyle Ray tonight is to set the tone with the run early, because when you do that, you force defense. You are going to force Lapel's defenders to funnel everything inside, and that all of a sudden is going to open up your pass game. So he's got room for Gary. He's got room for Waltz. So really the options become unlimited once you can establish the run with Colton Brown.
A lot of coaches seem to like to want to run to set up the pass as opposed to the opposite in kind of a RPO type of offense. Here in a minute when we talk about Lapel, they're kind of the same way. But Covenant Christian really handed it to them last week. A 1A team. A lot of people were surprised by that, but they are talented. Heritage Christian really, I think, coming off going to regional last year, really had high expectations. They were really moving along really well. Kind of hit that bump in the road. I think this is, for me, as someone who's seen Heritage Christian, I don't know about you, this is a game mentally for them, I think, as it is physically on the field, how they respond.
I completely agree, and because when it gets to a time where, the season's changing, right? It's going to start getting colder. It means your muscles are going to tighten up a little bit. You're going to have guys have guys in and being and just be loose. You're going to have to have fresh legs all the time. This is a time when players don't always know how to take care of their body because it's like that transition time. But I feel like once they get warmed up, they'll be just all right on as performance goes. But honestly, if Heritage Christian wants to win that, they're going to have to set the tone early, and they're going to have to run the ball often and force Lapel to back up so that they're going to have to defend the run. Move in, so they're going to have to defend the run and then back up later on. I think Max Milton is going to be challenged tonight a little bit by the tight coverage that Lapel might show in the beginning, but once he gets his feet wet, I think he'll be all right.
And speaking of, we will talk about the Lapel Bulldog offense when we return. You are watching Eagle Football, powered by Indiana SRN.
Hey, it's Keith Myers from Indiana Sports Radio Network. Well, thank you that you're watching the game tonight on Indiana SRN. If you would like to know more information about Indiana SRN, send me an email, coach@indianasrn.org. As vice president of this company, we hope that you sit back and enjoy the game. It's Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Back here at the Boneyard at Lapel High School. It is Heritage Christian Football here on Indiana SRN. They are taking on the Bulldogs tonight as you see them working their way out on the field. It's actually quite a distance from the locker room out to the field, so I hope, goodness, if it was me, I'd be winded by the time I got to the field.
Well, it's chilly, Sean. This is a perfect time to warm up.
You wouldn't, Joe. You'd still be in shape by that. Let's talk a little bit about Lapel. They come in 5-1. They are 16th in the coaches poll. Their only loss was to Ritter, 38-8 on September 18th. They're kind of a three-headed monster, if you will. Heritage spreads it out amongst their receivers. With Lapel, their main receiver is Tanner Mrose, their slot guy. But it all starts again with he's their quarterback, okay? But we'll talk about Mrose here. He does a great job receptions. He has 18 yards per catch, which is pretty good. He's kind of the guy they look to when they're trying to get the ball out in the flat, in the open, and let the athletes do their thing. He's especially important to them because he's a two-way player, as there's a lot less of them on Lapel than there are in Heritage Christian.
Yes, to your point about Mrose, what I kind of liken him to is he's sort of like a Cole Beasley type where he's shifty, he's able to get around guys, but 18 yards per reception is huge. So that means they're using him in the slot, they're using him outside. They're able to put him in different positions where he can go make some plays. And against defenses that maybe don't have as much speed, it's too easy for him. So what he likes to do is put a lot of yards after the catch, and he's really, really talented at that. And he's also just so shifty that he's able to get around defenders.
Stowe's the key because he's got to decide whether or not to put the ball in the belly of Tyler Dollar or to throw it to Mrose. You can see his stats there on the year. Pretty good stats. Could probably be a little better interception-wise, but again, it's high school football. That tends to happen. But you want a cerebral quarterback in this type of offense to know, what do I read? Which guy am I going with? And that's key in offenses like this. And, both Mrose and Dollar are benefiting from it.
They are. What's so good about Stowe's game is that he's very patient. Like, you watch him, we were watching him in the pregame too. He's so calm. He's so laid back. He's so able to just be with his teammates. I mean, it looks like he's supporting everybody. He's got an interesting throwing motion, which maybe takes a little bit longer, which might attribute to maybe those 6 interceptions that we've seen over the season. But what he does so well is he's patient, and he reads his defense, just as you said, and that's what he's going to have to do all night. And most of all, I think these guys just need a leader. When you're 5-1, you know that you're a winning football team. just continue to, I mean, just like clockwork, man. Seriously.
And if they want to run the football, they hand it off to their sophomore, Tyler Dollar, averaging 142 yards a game and already 12 touchdowns. That's impressive for anybody, let alone a sophomore.
Yeah, Tyler Dollar, he's making bank, that's for sure. He's
we're gonna
he's
get
rolling through.
We're going to get a dollar bill on
we
here.
yeah, exactly. Our producer Ben just said, I love it. So what's not to say about Tyler Dollar, too? I mean, we're going to see some awesome running back play tonight. He's shifty. He's got good vision, 121 carries, over 850 yards. And it seems like, honestly, we have a pretty even matchup in general. But what I'm looking for most out of Tyler Dollar is how he reacts to the push out of his offensive line and reads his blocks. And mostly because Lapel, I think we're going to see a lot of inside zone, but we might see some outside zone with him. And basically what that means is they're either going to run to the outside and try to get a sweep across, or they're just going to get in the box. And so what Tyler Dollar does so well is he makes sure he lowers his shoulder and gets those extra yards.
If you're a huge football fan, when Heritage Christian runs the ball, Harrison Waltz is the guy to watch, kind of the H-back for them. He's the guy that kind of runs in motion. Every once in a while they'll throw in that wrinkle and give him the jet sweep, but most oftentimes he's the guy trying to seal that corner to let Colton Brown get around the edge. So he's a guy to keep an eye on as well.
Especially when you have a blocking tight end who can also catch too, by the way, it opens up your offense to so many different things. He's going to be pulling, and he's going to try to get in between the tackles to lead block for his running backs. He's going to be out in the flat, and Max Milton always wants to get him the ball in those situations too. So, it's just I'm stoked. This is going to be a great game.
So it looks like Lapel won the toss and elected to defer. Tanner Moroz is also the kicker for Lapel. He is set to kick off to Heritage Christian. As you can see, they're going from left to right. Zach Schlamer looks like he is the one that is deep for the Eagles as we're ready for some football. And we are off.
In the boneyard.
Low kick. It could go out of bounds. No, not quite. It's picked up over there along the sideline. It didn't look like one of the up guys maybe.
Yeah, HC was definitely ready.
Number.
Yeah, the Eagles were definitely not, I don't think, ready for the squib. I couldn't tell a number either, but I mean, you always have to have your hands ready. You always have to be able to receive the kickoff return.
Yeah, as the Atlanta Falcons found out.
Yes, exactly. Yep, and my Dallas Cowboys went ahead and pulled that one out.
All right, here we go. The starting offense for Heritage Christian. You will see Max Milton, 5'10", as the quarterback. To his right will be Colton Brown. You see three receivers to this side. There's Waltz in the slot. He may go in motion or may not here, but he's the guy to look for. Quick hitter, Schlamer. He's one of their best receivers, and just like that, quick catch, probably a first down.
There's a nice mid-screen there by Schlamer, and a great way to get yards early, especially when the Lapel's trying to play a little bit of off coverage. They're giving a cushion between the cornerback and the receivers. That's a great way to open up the playbook a little bit.
So it'll be first down and 10, one play, one first down. That's a good start. We did mention it a little bit that you can look on the sidelines, the difference in the sizes of the rosters. Attrition could play a part tonight.
Yeah, and Lapel's got a lot of dudes, which is they are deep.
There's Thompson in motion as they hand it off to Brown. Nice job coming around the corner. Tries to power. Going to get probably 2 to 3 there on the first down carry.
Yeah, just a simple outside sweep there. Colton Brown looking for his outside blockers, and what he does so well is he's very patient too, as we talked about in the pregame, and he's going to be able to get around and lower his shoulder.
One of the things he did over the break, I guess we'll call it, from the shutdown, he really went hard at the weights, and he's gained a lot of strength, as you can tell this year. Not afraid to run over some people either.
Oh, absolutely. It's Jim Harbaugh says that the human body craves contact.
There is a quick hitter to Waltz, and he dropped it. They didn't blow the whistle, although I'm not sure why, because that was a forward pass.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Forward pass, that's easy. That
was a little awkward there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be third down and long for Heritage, and we'll see what they've got in store here. The guy I like for Heritage Christian that they like to go to, Garion Sharp, 6'3", outside receiver. If they want big plays, they like to go to him, and Milton does a great job of just putting it up there and letting him go get it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of receptions in 5 games, just 8 of them for 102 yards and 1 touchdown. But you're right. Let him go get it. He's a tall kid, so just give him a chance.
So Sharp and Thompson to this side. You got Waltz and Schlemmer. Thompson in motion now. As there it goes. Quick. Oh! Boy, great read there by the DB.
You had a little Tony Romo in you. You predicted that one.
Eli Mahalik and almost picked it off as they tried a quick slant to Sharp.
That was a nice play by Mahalik there. And what he did was he read Max Milton's eyes immediately. He saw that Sharp was running a slant route underneath. And if I'm Sharp there, I think if I want to go get the first down, I should take a couple more extra steps forward before I went and hit that 45-degree angle.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, I think he expected him to cut inside to the field more in the middle of the field. And boy, that looked very Malcolm Butler-esque, if I could. High snap there for King. Punter, good kick. He's a great kicker, both their punter and their kicker. A little bit, started to come back, but given a little bit of bounce there. It will stop at the 24-yard line of Lapel, their first drive of the evening.
We'll see what Lapel does here on this drive. I think that based on what we talked about in the pregame, you want to set the tone with the run early, and I think Heritage Christian did a good job of actually catching Lapel by surprise in that first play with the mid-screen. But then, obviously, that didn't work out for him the next 3 downs. But, yeah, I know. Here we go. Bulldogs.
The drop pass was huge for Heritage Christian.
Huge.
That really stalled their drive. So, here we go. You can see Brennan Stowe. He is a 6'3 junior with Dollar in the backfield with him. And they hand it off to Dollar. Good hole there. He's going to get a few yards. As quickly, it looks like Schlemmer on the tackle.
Schlemmer's all over the place. That's what I think Coach Cowrie loves. Is he always seems to find. He has a nose for the football. He always seems to find it.
Waltz is the same way as a linebacker.
Yeah.
He's just an absolute animal, and he's got like you say that nose for the football. I know it's kind of an old school saying, but it's so true.
He knows exactly where it is. Sniffing the cheese.
H-back to the right, kind of in motion. Lead blocker for Dollar. Nice job. Oh, ball on the ground. Ball is on the ground. It looks like Lapel got it back. Nice strip there as he cut back, but he jumped on it really quickly, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 6.
I couldn't tell if Dollar mishandled that or if he just didn't realize that he needed to hold it tighter. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get to see the replay.
Looked like he had it, and then as he was cutting back there.
I think Waltz maybe got an arm on it. So great play by Waltz, and you got to keep the aggression up when you're tackling like that.
First 3rd down here for Lapel as they send 3 receivers out to the right.
One guy we didn't talk about in the pregame is Allman. He's in the slot right now, and he's a big target for
big
Stowe.
Target. Stowe running out to his right. He's got that big target, but got pressure on him. Had to get rid of the ball quick as he was looking for Allman. Incomplete, and it looks like it's going to be a 4th down and a punt for Lapel on their first possession.
Interesting call on offense on their 3rd down. You have a kind of a basic flood concept, but you have Allman from the slot kind of going inward, and it's kind of a general rule of thumb that you don't want, if you're rolling to your right, you don't want to throw it back over the middle. It's probably not going to spell good. I think that was the whole – are they going for it?
I don't see a punter on the field.
Well,
unless they're going to quick kick it here.
The wild dog.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. 4th and about 5, and up there it is, the quick kick.
A little
direct snap to Morose.
Stowe's down there.
Not bad. You got to love that when the quarterback hustles down there.
Yeah.
So 1 possession each, kind of feeling each other out. 1 punt on each side. Thoughts so far?
I think yes, exactly. It's just a couple fighters feeling each other out.
We got a penalty.
So,
are they going to make him repunt?
I think you're Coach Cowrie. You do.
Because there's a chance, there could be a shank. Mm-hmm. There could be a block.
You come out with the same thing, and that pooch situation moves you closer, so you don't have to punt from as far a distance back, right? So it does make it easier for whoever's back there. I think Stowe's coming off because he don't want to go on the punt team again.
No. That's a one-shot deal, Coach.
Yeah. I'm usually behind the center.
For those of you that don't know, Joey played football at Butler University.
Long ago.
Please.
Last year.
Yeah, I know that ancient times, right? All right, it is 4th and 10 now as they're pushed back 5 more yards.
On regular punt formation.
Yes, Rose is in regular punt formation, and it looks like Schlemmer is back to receive again, but almost at midfield. Oh, they almost got it. Oh, Schlemmer got it. Got past that first guy. Boy, what a great position there they're going to have. And
Actually, I think that was Thompson.
That is Nate Thompson.
Schlemmer was the one that almost blocked it.
Yeah, wow.
Way to get around. And then from your gunner spot when you're on the punt team, that's your biggest challenge is to get around those blockers and try to block that punt.
Short field for Heritage Christian, although now they're sending him back. Is there another penalty? Oh, they're going to call that block on the back, probably on that first block we saw. They're going to get with the block in the back.
Yeah, that's.
So they'll take over their
hard.
own 37.
Well, you got to be kicking yourself. You can't have blocks in the back on a good punt return like that with good field position.
Even taking the penalty, though, they still gain about 5 to 10 yards.
They do.
In field position.
Yeah.
So it's a win. All right, Milton Brown on the offense out for round 2 here against Lapel.
Usually your second drive, you're still running those script plays, which is just your basic set that you wrote down. You said we're going to run this in a row.
Brown right up the gut, and that's where and there comes a flag.
Face mask.
He's lethal. Yeah, it didn't look like a hold, so it probably is going to be a face mask.
Look like.
We'll see what the call is here.
Look like Kinsinger, maybe.
He's a big boy. Oh, it's a personal foul face mask.
Yikes. Can't have that.
No, you cannot. That's 15 yards.
So Lapel's running a 4-3 defense, cover 4. So there's a lot of cushion for Max Milton to work with when he's running the pass game. And so that's really a strong advertisement when you're a quarterback.
Fake to Brown, quick hitter. This time Waltz catches it. Gets around the corner. Looks like it's going to be a first down. We saw that play in the first drive. Waltz dropped it. That time it worked and got him 10 yards and a first down.
There you go. That was nice. Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame. The flat routes by Waltz are going to be so important tonight because it really does spread the defense out like that. And I think really a key for Waltz, too, is he did drop that one earlier. He obviously forgot about it because he had a great gain on that one. So I'm going to look for that play again if I'm Coach Ray.
Is it a key for Milton to throw off the linebackers by faking it to Brown because they're going to come up and try and stop the run, which allows Waltz more room out there?
Yeah, the linebackers' first read, if they're not told otherwise, is to read the run. So it's definitely their first inclination.
Waltz in motion from the backfield. He's out there going deep, though, in the corner. It's caught. Comes down Reed Gehrig. It's going to be inside. Looks like it's close to the 10-yard line.
Nice
just
catch.
outside.
That was perfect. That was a perfect back shoulder throw.
Yeah.
Gehrig was the only one that could have gotten to that. There was no chance for Lapel's defender to get that. On this replay, we'll see him.
It's interesting, too, because a lot of people will say, he underthrew that. Quarterbacks do that on purpose.
They do, yeah. If you do underthrow it, then it makes Yeski because he thinks the ball is going to go towards the end zone because when you're out there and you're running, you don't really realize where you are on the field. So that was a great job by Milton, making almost faking him while the ball was in the air.
And to get his feet in. They can get a first down without scoring here as they're going to hand it off to Brown. He's going to go up the gut, get a few yards.
That, too, propels your offense. I mean, you talk about a momentum play. In the first quarter, your second drive, you want to take a shot. I'm so glad they did because now they have the chance to really put some points on the board to come back to that.
Looks like it's second and about 7 from the 8-yard line.
We got a socially distanced packed house tonight, too.
We do, and a lot of guys wearing pink since it's now October. Fake to Brown right across the middle for Gehrig, and he gets the love after the big pass and the touchdown.
That was a great throw, first of all. But really what made that happen was the fake we just talked about with the linebackers about 3 plays ago. When the linebackers read that run, they see Max Milton bend in these, get into the belly of the fullback, in this case Brown, and totally faked him out. That was a great touchdown pass. Good call.
And he crossed quite a ways into the end zone, but what a great lead by Milton to set it right there for him. He didn't have to reach back. He just could go with the pass.
And a great catch, too, because that ball was, he did have to extend for it, and it's no easy road.
Milton zipped it in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
As King is in, kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 here early in the first quarter for Heritage Christian. You're watching Eagles football powered by Indiana SRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Parents, do you like free food? Hut, get on over to Prodigy Burger and Bar, where Monday is family night and kids eat free. Every day you can find daily specials featuring craft burgers, tacos, wings, and more. Prodigy is now playing the NFL Sunday Ticket on more than 25 TVs, so you won't miss a second of your favorite teams. Prodigy also caters, hosts private events, as well as dine and donates. Celebrate your school spirit with us at Prodigy Burger and Bar. More than just burgers, located in Clay Terrace in Carmel.
Hey, did Grandma miss your big game? Man, that would be terrible. Subscribe today to YouTube to catch every game and turn on those notifications as well so you know when the game is coming. Indiana SRN on YouTube. 7-0, 8-yard pass from Max Milton to Reed Garrick. We'll get the replay here after the kickoff. A couple of great pass plays by the offense to set up that first score as Nate King is set to kick off to Lapel. Looks like King's kick is out there. Is it going to get to the sidelines? Oh, a nice bounce. Oh, and they've got that covered. Oh, but he got through the first wave. Oh, he's got some space. He's got a blocker. He's got the kicker to beat. Somebody came back. Oh, and he broke that tackle too. It's Rose. Is he going to go the distance? Oh, he broke another tackle, but at the very end, Harrison Waltz catches him. That's about an 85-yard return.
And he thought that they were going to set up at the 40-yard line with an illegal procedure, as we see it again. But, oh, my, what a play. I mean, he shook off everybody. I mean, Chris Berman somewhere is yelling WAP at least 6 times. Whoop. He's rolling.
You can see it, and Waltz just comes out of nowhere.
What a play. Great. Also, great hustle by Heritage Christian and Waltz not to be outdone. Oh, my gosh. That was – I mean, you could easily just let that play go, but that was good hustle. What a great return.
First down and 10 at the 12-yard line for Lapel. You have got Stowe. Hands it off to Dollar. He bounces off a tackler. Gets quite a few yards there. Really shifty are these guys, Mrose and Dollar.
They are. They really are, and they have great vision. That's a 7-yard gain, and he's been ripping off about over 6 yards per carry anyway, so why not keep rolling with it?
As they look to the sideline for the call. Dollar behind Stowe. They give it to him again. Shiftiness, he jump stop, and he's in the end zone.
He would not be denied.
No,
Tyler Dollar cashes in.
Wow. Mrose and Dollar for that drive right there. We didn't even really get a chance to show the Heritage touchdown because they scored so quickly.
It all happened so fast. Really, though, Tyler Dollar did a great job of reading his blocks, as we talked about before. What has set him apart from other running backs in this conference has been exactly that. He's been able to just power guys down. He's been able to juke them out. Great play.
Monroe in for the extra point. It is up, and it is good.
Not without a brief, almost extra point scare.
And we are tied at 7. The thing that impressed me the most on that touchdown was his jump cut. Because right as he got to the line of scrimmage, there was a defender there, and he just kind of jumped and cut at the same time. And then as soon as he hit the ground, planted and was back up in the middle of the field and stuck in the end zone.
Yeah, he rolled right through. I mean, you see Dollar right now. He's fired up. That was sweet, as he should be.
So watch as he hits right there, jump, cut, boom.
Great block there by 72. Let's get my roster sheet out. Great block there by McCrory. That was a great way to open up that hole for Tyler Dollar. Good job. Now we'll get to see that.
Now we will, yeah.
Yeah, you just see that RPO fake back to Brown, and it draws all the linebackers down, and Garrick, easy route there.
But again, he threw it where only Garrick could catch it on those two passes. That's what he did for both of those.
Yeah, that back shoulder throw was textbook, and that RPO as well. And the key was, like, you can easily just flash fade quickly and then tuck it and throw it. But he rode out Colton Brown as he went across, and that is really what the key was.
So 2 good possessions there, one by each team, and we are tied at 7 here, not quite midway through the first quarter. It's going to be a good one, folks. So that's definitely a squib kick. They have some players up. Does Heritage jumps into it. Yeah, good tackle as Heritage is set to take over again. So we can catch our breath now for a second and see what Heritage has in store. Both teams now kind of have something to work from. Maybe Heritage a little bit more than Lapel because Lapel had the big kick return, which gave them a short field. But, Heritage has seen what they can do with the pass so far has been effective.
It really has. What they've done is create opportunities for themselves in all sorts of areas, and Lapel just doesn't seem like they're ready for it. That's something that's going to be huge going on. As we're only halfway through the first quarter, we've already had a lot of action.
As we have more action here, as it is first down. Sorry we were distracted. The sectional winning tennis team arrived on fire trucks here at Lapel High School.
I guess that's how they do it here at the Boneyard.
Yes. I don't feel like you can say it normally. You have to go, the Boneyard.
You can't. I feel like we have to with the walk-in. We talked about Triple H in pregame.
All right, 2nd down and 8 for Heritage Christian. Milton in the backfield with Brown. Take the snap. There's the fake. Quick out to, nice tag. Bounced off of it. Did Thompson. Boy, he took a lick and kept going.
Yeah, he did. Good toughness. Can't bring me down with the first hit.
It's going to take him more than just that. You're going to see him a lot this evening. You see the defensive line, the defensive front for Lapel is pretty good size. Although if you look at their offensive line, the only guy that's really of any size is Jaden Kinzinger at 6'7", 255.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
He's a big boy, yes. Big 3rd down play here for both squads. Milton gives it to Brown. Brown cuts around. Great tackle coming up by Allman and his brothers, the Allman Brothers band on the tackle.
Yeah, he was rolling to the sweet tune in that one. He filled the hole hard, and that's exactly what you do as a linebacker. Once you read run, boom, go. Immediately go down the hole and find the running back, bring him down. Great play.
Do not hesitate. And since they're so close to midfield, is Heritage Christian going to go for it? It looks like they are.
Why not? I mean, I think this is a perfect spot to go for it. You stopped that great kick return, immediately took away all the momentum you had, and Lapel capitalized. Now I feel like you have a good field position to try something out.
Empty backfield now. Brown out to the right. Milton's going to take the snap. Looking to pass. Blitz by Allman, and he goes down. Once again. Big play by the defense. And Parker Allman.
I think he might have called that blitz for himself. He knew that he could have gotten it, and he did. Maybe he didn't call it. Maybe the coach just hit a right. We'll just say, so we got good relationship with coach. We'll just say, yeah, he hit it. He called that right. I mean, look at it. Just on the outside,
nobody there to block him, yeah.
And I think as Milton matures and he knows later on that he has to point that out, and that's not a huge thing in high school. I think you kind of realize, like, if you're an offensive lineman, that you are going to cover 6 inches to your right, 6 inches to your left, and that's what he did in that one. So,
popped up and it's picked off. Wow, another big play. They tried a quick hit to the outside. It looked like it was to. Was that not to Kern? No, that was to Nick Whitty. Popped up in the air and it's picked off by Camden Wolf of Heritage. And just like that, they get the ball back.
That was so quick. Oh my gosh.
Well, the rocket, and he couldn't quite.
Yeah, you just gotta pull it down. It's a simple hitch route. They probably run it a million times in pregame and practice. So it's just one of those things that you do them so often. Maybe he looked away from the ball. I think that's actually kind of what he did because he was worried about the defender coming up.
Maybe some footsteps.
You heard footsteps.
All right, Brown trying to get to the outside. They're going to get the seal. He cuts back inside. Nice chunky yardage there for Brown on first down. You like second and short?
I think you do. And then typically where you have second and short, second and medium is when you take a shot downfield. So honestly, I would say they're probably going to try to throw deep, maybe throw deep and have a post route or something, maybe have a pass fake, and I really think this is a time when Coach Ray is going to take a shot.
Well, it's interesting because Gary and Sharp went off the field, and he's kind of that guy, but let's see what they do here.
Yeah, bunch formation. I would look. There's going to be, I think, Hunter Waltz being in that number 3 spot. He's going to probably hit the flat route again.
There we go, coming out, but he's going into the middle of the field, and it's picked off. Guess who? Parker Allman. Can he return it all the way? Milton with the touchdown-saving tackle, and it's a turnover fest here lately. Downs, interception, and now Lapel has it. Oh, is it inside the 10? Let's see where they mark it.
Yeah, Parker Allman just sat under there. This is what they call a spot concept. So he's just looking for Schlamer, but he just doesn't see Allman. I think, I don't know, that's one you got to see. You forget about the creeping linebacker because maybe you think he's going to blitz, and it's a hard read because it's so simple.
Did the blitz on the previous set of downs really kind of
probably
did,
had
had the ghost on his left-hand side. So
maybe, but instead the ghost was right in front of him.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. They hand it off to still kept it. Nice pursuit there. Good job on that. That, I believe, was Ethan Orsted on the tackle. They're going to lose some yardage on that.
Too many turnovers, but we see, already in this first quarter, 3 already, I think. Yeah, almost 3 in a row. 3 and 4 plays.
There was a turnover on downs.
That's what our producer Ben said. Oh, yeah, turnover on downs.
And then 2 interceptions.
Yikes. And they had the fumble that they recovered earlier.
Yes.
So, yeah, Lapel's got, I think, they're going to try to punch it in with Dollar, I would assume. 2nd and 13, gain some yards back.
Yes. We'll see what they do here. As they faked a Dollar, rolling to his left is Stowe, going to the end zone. Got an open receiver. Oh, and to Gehrig. That wasn't Gehrig. That was, once again, Camden Wolf on the pass breakup. He tried to loft it to Moroz, it looked like. But nice.
Stowe kind of threw that a little awkwardly. Because he was rolling to his left. That's always really hard for a right-handed quarterback, and he didn't really turn his hips. He just kind of chucked it with his arm, and he's got a good arm. So you gotta make sure as you kind of mature that you make sure you get your hips around so you can finish that throw.
That looked like a Mitch Trubisky throw.
It did. Yeah.
Unlike a Nick.
We won't hurt your feelings as a Bears fan.
Okay. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 13 from the 15. A pitch out wide to Dollar, looking to get some space. He does. He's going to make it close. You got to think they're probably going to go for it here if it's 4th in any manageable distance.
Yeah, Dollar there had a full head of steam, and I don't think Stowe even thought about maybe keeping that. That was straight up a pitch, and Dollar definitely made the most of it. Heritage Christian had 4 guys around, and somehow he squeaked through there.
Stowe heading back in after getting the call.
I wonder how many money puns we can fit in a broadcast. Tyler Dollar in the backfield.
I think we got quite a bit of change to do with. All right, 4th down here. It looks like it's going to be about 6 yards. Back to throw, looking to his left. Pressure. Throws it. And, he somehow got out of it, but then the secondary pursuit by Harrison Waltz and another turnover on downs.
Yeah, man, when you're in 4th down like that, I know he wanted to throw it. You just got to do it because the worst that can happen is that. You take a sack, and, if you force an interception, throw the ball, sail it out of the end zone, and hope one of your guys comes down with it. Mm-hmm. Because even if Heritage Christian gets it then they're going to be in the back. They're going to be in the end zone, so they get a touchback.
So what a crazy set of circumstances here in these last few drives as we've had a turnover on downs, interception, turnover on downs. And with 2:27 to go here in the first, we're still tied at 7.
So we'll see how Heritage Christian responds now. And I think Max Milton, got to imagine it's going to be a run-heavy drive.
He did have a back in the backfield with him. Boy, he's got some blockers out in front. Big gain all the way up to the 35 for Colton Brown.
I love seeing Colin Thompson, undersized, but he's got the heart of a lion, 5'11", 220. Maybe just weighs a little bit more than Colton Brown, but he's out there running, he's hustling, trying to lead the way, and that was a great first down.
They lined up Waltz in the backfield with Brown and just kind of said, all right, follow my hip and let's go.
Yeah. Get out there and lead the way for me. Lead me to the promised land.
Now it's Brown by himself with Milton in the backfield. Sharp here to the near side. Hand off to Brown again to the wide side. He hit the ground. He's down on the ground. They're going to say he was down on the ground. It's going to be second in about 7.
And to the dismay of a lot of the crowd, too.
Yeah. No way, the hometown crowd didn't think it.
They didn't see his whole body down, apparently.
By the way, I just got to make sure and point out, love the pink. It's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and my wife as a survivor. We are very big on that. Love you, Rebecca.
Beautiful.
Here we go. Pass, third down, out to Gehrig. Got a nice block from Harrison, and that time there is a fumble.
That was a true one.
That was a pop, and boy, it has gotten absolutely insane here at the Boneyard.
What is going on is right. I mean, I can't believe that Gehrig on a mid-screen where the first play they ran to Schlamer on that mid-screen was so successful, he almost had another one that broke free. We will see here. You get underneath the defenders, just hold on to the ball. He makes a great move there to spin out, and what a great forced fumble by Jared Roundtree. I mean, he Peanut Tillman that ball out of there.
Oh, love that reference. Roundtree is one of the players Coach Miller talked at, is one of their leaders on this team. So big play by him. And Stowe and Dollar in the offense are back out. High snap, hand it off to Dollar, and he'll get about 3.
It's so interesting to see how these teams are battling right now and not giving up on defense at all when maybe it doesn't go their way on offense too. And when you have so many two-way players, that's probably the most important part, is to keep your head up and keep it level, because you can't afford to let anybody else know that you're thinking, oh, shoot, I just made a big mistake. Maybe no one knows you made that mistake, you know? It could be a number of things.
That split second you're thinking about it, then the receiver gets by you, and it's another big play. You're just giving up.
Yeah, exactly.
Stowe at the keeper behind Dollar. He's going to get a couple of yards there, the big, lanky quarterback.
Yeah, I like what you're doing with a QB power play like that, but it is hard when it's – I mean, 2nd and 5, that's a good call. Maybe something breaks for you, but when you got guys like Waltz in there that are able to stuff the run really, really, really well, it makes it hard to get those power plays to work.
I'm curious, what do you think of having the quarterback run to the sideline to get the play and run back?
I never liked it. I always, when I back in high school, that's what I did, and I never liked it. So personally, that's a better.
Give me a signal, coach.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then in college, everything changes, and you get nothing but signals, and then all of a sudden you get 5 pages in another language that you don't understand. So.
Well, we are at the end of one quarter of play. The first half was pretty slow. Boy, the second half of that first quarter was crazy. We'll be back for the second. You're watching Eagles football powered by Indiana SRN.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Life comes at you fast, so it's important to have some help along the way.
Ah, my favorite patient. My favorite patient.
When the dust settles, it doesn't always end as anticipated. Embrace the journey and care for the ones around you.
My favorite patient.
For everything else and every stage in between,
my favorite patient.
Methodist Sports Medicine is here for you.
Hey, YouTube is the place to be. Subscribe. Look for Indiana SRN. Hopefully you're already there. Hit subscribe. Get notifications. Let us know what you think. Tweet us at Indiana SRN. Let us know what you think of the broadcast. Unless you don't like the play-by-play guy, then don't tweet him. I don't want to hear about it.
Or the color guy. Don't tweet him either.
All right. We are set. It is 3rd and 4 from the 42 of Heritage Christian, tied at 7 as we start the second quarter. Stowe and Dollar in the backfield. In motion is Mrose. They hand it to him for a little jet sweep. Nice pursuit. He broke through, but great tackle there. Looks like it was Waltz again as he literally threw him to the ground.
Yeah, literally a headhunter.
He likes to go get it.
What's great about what Heritage Christian did on this play and what I think they're going to start to do is they have Schlamer running around as a nickelback, which is basically an extra safety / linebacker. And he's so fast that even on that play, he caused that disruption immediately, and he almost tripped up Moreau's on that handoff and almost made a huge play in the backfield. But it was easy for Waltz there to just get there immediately after that.
All right, 4th down play, 4th and 6. They lost 2 on that play. As Stowe has it, looking to his left, pressure, throws, almost picked off again as he got hit hard. Looking for, is that Moreau's or is that Kern?
That looked like Kern, I think.
That is Kern. And by the way, we don't ever mention Nickelback together, those words together on a broadcast.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But the comeback tour. Speaking of dollar puns.
Yeah. You wouldn't play Nickelback here at the Boneyard.
That's right. So.
So.
Yeah, you played Motorhead or AC/DC or something.
All right. So Heritage takes over on downs. Once again, this continues with the last 2 drives, turn it over on downs for Lapel. 2 of the last 3 on downs as we have a timeout, but it is timeout for Lapel. We'll take it with him. You're watching Eagles football powered by Indiana SRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Our family has been very happy working with Wallflower Pictures.
Because they make sure that I get the acting skills that I need in this industry and the education that I need.
Wallflower Pictures supports UV's journey in the industry. They're very passionate about his growth, and they're very professional and attentive to our needs.
And I truly believe in the projects I've worked on, like For the Boys and The Walk.
We love working with Wallflower Pictures.
Hey, YouTube, again, but here we go. First down for Heritage Christian. It's the fake going into the corner to Sharp. Back shoulder throw. Did he make the catch?
Yeah, he did.
Gary and Sharp, nice play. First target for Sharp on the evening, and another back shoulder throw for Milton.
Okay, so that was a great throw. I think he had him. I think Sharp honestly thought he was going to go deeper. And the way that you throw that ball, I think when they have off coverage like that and you know your guys like Sharp is faster, you can let him go run under it, right? And so I think they're probably going to come back to that. Maybe next time Milton thinks about just tossing that one up there for a big gain.
There we
Maybe
go.
A touchdown.
Your analyst at its best. 2 backs in the backfield, and we've got a flag. Looks like a little motion. No motion near the ocean where there are sand dollars. Is that lame? That's a dollar. That's okay. You know. I am, I do get the requisite. You have a lot of dad jokes.
I do too.
Really?
I'm not a dad.
My dad was the king of dad jokes for sure. We just kind of rolled your eyes and like, really?
Yep. It sounds like it's a legacy for it. I'm going to let you take all the dad jokes tonight.
No problem. I can do that. All right, 1st and 15 for Heritage at the 45, 44. Back to throw. Over the head of that is Thompson. A little bit of happy feet back there for some pressure from Milton.
Yeah, I don't know if he's starting to feel it or what, but I think that he's definitely got it in the back of his mind. He just needs to calm down. Coach Ray just needs to take him and just say, hey, man, you've done so well. You've thrown for over 1,000 yards this season. You've had 14 touchdowns. You know how good you are. Go ahead and show it. Just be calm. Take a couple breaths.
Does height really make that much of a difference? Because it's 5'10" for Milton, 6'3" for Stowe.
Yeah, I feel like it used to. I feel like it really did. It used to be that way, but you got guys like Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Teddy Bridgewater, all short.
What a great job there by Colton Brown and the stop to get back up the field. gets close to a first down, letting his blockers set up the blocks for him.
That was an unprecedented kind of move because I don't think you really see that much in high school, honestly, is a quick stop like that and then playing his feet go. That was a great move.
Very reminiscent of Reggie Bush, just on the sideline, just stopping and letting guys go right by him.
Yeah. That was I love watching those are some of my favorite college football days when I was like 6, 7, 8.
Thanks. Wow. Appreciate that. I was rooting for USC against Texas, by the way.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Even though my brother and I, we always root for rival teams, and our big one is USC, UCLA.
Oh, of
I'm
course,
a UCLA guy, yeah. So.
But as an Alabama fan, it's hard. And I'm sure the Iron Bowl really hurts.
No, yeah. That came on later in life. So get it out to Schlamer. He's going to get the first down there on 3rd and short. That's interesting. It's a really long throw for a short gain.
Yeah. What Milton did really well, though, was he put that timing on the route really well. He kind of faked to his left and turned and did a little pirouette, his best ballet impression, and he obviously got the ball to Schlamer really quickly. To your point, though, it was kind of a long throw, and that you don't want to. You want to make sure those are off and really quick. But honestly, it worked out really well. They got the first down.
Those are tough because you got to zip them and you make sure they get there because you don't want to loft it because then that's when those DBs can come up and their eyes get real big.
Oh, yeah.
2 backs in the backfield again for Heritage Christian as Milton hands off to Brown looking for his blockers. He's got space. Oh, he breaks. Oh, he almost broke it.
Almost.
It's going to be
away.
1st and goal. He does such a great job of running the play as it's – a lot of guys like to improvise. He lets his blockers do their jobs.
Yeah, well, Colton Brown, we are going to hammer this point all night long, but his vision and his patience are really what makes him such a good running back, and he's going to show it every play because that's what he's best at.
Mm-hmm.
Great run.
Oh, didn't quite. He's going out of bounds at the 12, so it's 1st and 10 for Heritage. Again, 2 backs in the backfield with Milton. As they fake it, going to go into the corner of the end zone to Gehrig again, and it's a touchdown. Gehrig. What a great throw by Milton.
A great throw. Yiski did not play that one too well on the corner from the corner spot, and Gehrig took all the advantage he needed. He has the height over him. And just a great throw, too, by Max Milton. I mean, he's placed the ball so well. And on that time, Sean, I don't think he was even worried about pressure at all. So
no, and
you take that.
He dropped that in the bucket.
He really did. He only where Gehrig could get it. And all 3 throws to Gehrig tonight have been huge, first of all, except for that one fumble. And obviously he made up for it because he had that touchdown. Now he's got 2 in the first half. It's something to build on if you're Coach Ray. Just keep taking the shots like that.
Kick is up, and it is good. And it is 14-7 here early in the second quarter. You're watching Eagles football powered by Indiana SRN.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Life Centers offers love and compassion to all women and men who come through our 8 centers. The goal of this love and compassion is that we would not only save babies from abortion, but also transform lives and create families. The forms of this love and compassion are our services. All of our services are offered free of charge to our clients. To learn more about Life Centers, contact us at lifecenters.com or call us at 317-280-2635. Life Centers. We choose compassion.
Did you miss the game that everyone was talking about? Subscribe to our channel on YouTube and never miss a game again with these pre-game notifications. It's really great, Sean. They let you know when a game's about to happen.
It's a beautiful thing.
Indiana SRN, where you're always in game.
There you go. You're the king of the read now.
Oh, it's an honor.
King set to kick off here. 14-7 here early in the second quarter, as it looks like Shelton is deep. One of the deep backs for Lapel.
All right, now if you're Lapel, you got to answer, I think, by running a long, long drive. So far, the pass game has been
onside kick. They tried to onside kick, and Didn't quite get it.
Have we learned nothing from Greg Zuerlein from that kick against the Falcons?
Or, or should I?
I say that just like everybody can do it.
Hank Baskett.
Oh.
And the Colts.
Oh. There you go. An excellent way to try. A little bit of trickeration, my favorite sports media word.
Trickeration.
Ever. But that time obviously didn't work out. But Coach Ray, I mean, you might come back to that when the second half rolls around too. So I feel like if you're Lapel, as I was saying, you just need to be able to run the clock out. What they call 4-minute drive is typically when you run your plays that milk the clock on first and second down. You try to throw maybe on third down or get a long run outside sweep maybe. I feel like Lapel is going to have to try to do that if they want to milk this clock and get another score going into the half where they're going to receive the ball in the second half.
Yeah, they do get the ball to start the second half, and you got to imagine King's just going to boom it here. He does, goes back, taken at about the 15-yard line. Good coverage, and boy, they slip through the holes, and is it going to happen again? Boy, what a great job. Oh, that looked like it was almost a neck tackle there.
Yeah, good play.
Tyler Dollar, and boy, the kickoff coverage team is going to get an earful at halftime.
Yes, they are. When you're on kickoff, the whole mentality, when you're coaching kickoff, I should say, you pick your guys that are the nastiest, most unafraid, most just gritty mentality kind of guys, because they have to literally run through guys at 100 miles an hour at their top speed and try to go tackle someone. You have to be insane to do that, first of all, but you just also need to be able to wrap up tackle, get low. They did not do that on that one. Now, Lapel with great field position.
1st and 10 from the 37, and great penetration there by number 13. That is Ryan Miller started it, and Waltz cleaned it up, but great penetration there. Loss on the play. They red run all the way.
They really did, and it's so easy to see that obviously the run fills by Heritage Christian are the keys to their success on defense. Yeah, Ethan Orsted, too, finishing that tackle as well.
So it's 2nd and 11, loss of 1. Dollar still in the backfield with Stowe, Allman in motion. And quick hitter to the opposite side here.
There's that hitch again, so you gotta try it. If that first time fooled you because you dropped the ball and you let it up an interception, you got to go back to it because you got to get out of your head.
Hayden LeClaire on the catch. That's a silent C on the end there. We'll take a look at that touchdown play from Heritage.
I mean, just textbook ball placement. That's tape all day. That's something that Coach Ray is going to go to Coach's Clinic next summer and show that his guys, he'll say, I taught him that.
That'll be on his Max Milton's huddle film, too.
Yeah, exactly.
3rd and 6 from the 33. The Stowe, high snap, another quick out. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like that went to LeClaire again. And he's going to be.
Looks like he's short.
Yeah, it does look like he's going to be short.
If you're LeClaire, though, you have to know where the sticks are. That's important. You have to be able to know that first down. And they're going to go for it, obviously.
Right.
Because we were talking to pregame before with the Lapel guys, they don't kick really ever, right? So you're obviously not going to go for a field goal here. So, but just in general, when it's third down like that, you want to make sure you're in front of the first down.
And you're running a stop, turn around to catch it.
Yeah.
You got to get past that marker.
Oh yeah, because you know that your back's to the defender, you're going to get hit. They got the big boys back there.
They got the beef lineup in here as they give it to Dollar, and second effort got it for him. I thought they stopped him.
Good job. I think Dollar was a little faster than his beef, but that was a great play. Good play call there.
We'll see, that was Anthony Prater, it looks like, was the lead blocker, 75. I need to look at my roster because the one I've got on is a little tiny. First down now for, it is Anthony Prater, sophomore, 6'3", 270. This time, Stowe behind Dollar, but great job coming up and just grabbing him and not letting him go. is that Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson again. He did a mini Aaron Donald move there. He did a quick chop rip, so he essentially just got the hands out of the way of his blocker and then just ripped right through to go make that tackle. That was a great play.
He and Orsted are doing a fantastic job there in the defensive line. Another loss on first down for Lapel on this drive. But they're still going. 5.5 minutes, as you can see.
Already 3 minutes shaved off, and they started in plus territory.
Stowe has it. High snap again. It's got pressure. Little screen pass. Great call. But nice ankle tackle there by, is it your guy again? Oh, no, that is 64, which is Sam Johnson. Grabbed him by his ankles and would not let go.
Good awareness there by Sam Johnson to realize the screen and call it out. You want to be able to yell, screen, 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 immediately.
Uh-oh.
And they did a good job there of just communicating that in general.
Looked like Dollar kind of went down to his knee there for a second, but he said, no, I'm good. And no timeout taken, so the clock continues to run. 3rd and 5 here. You got to imagine, again, it's 2-down territory, as you mentioned earlier. Dollar now to the right of Stowe and not behind him. You got Allman to the right. They hand it off to Stowe. Wide open space is Dollar. He's going to get it, and he's going to get first and goal.
Was Moreau's the quarterback on that?
I honestly,
I think they just handed it to him.
Did he?
They were trying to do a little wild dog action here in the boneyard, but
a little wildcat.
What is?
You call it wild dog?
Yeah, the wild dog. What do they? Oh, I thought there was a red flag. It must have been a pylon or something.
Oh,
need that.
It is. It goes to Rose. It's over his head. He's trying to run away from it. He does get out to the sidelines.
Way to make something out of nothing.
And tackled by Schlamer. Yeah.
Okay. So I think what they're trying to do, catch him off guard. You're gonna got a different guy in there, sort of like the Miami Dolphins of a few years ago.
Ronnie
right?
Brown.
Yeah, Ronnie Brown. Yeah. So and with such a dynamic athlete back there, you can open up the playbook a lot. Maybe not throw so much because we haven't seen him throw, so I don't know what he's like. But you obviously open up a lot of different options for your guys.
He did gain positive yards, so it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Now Morose goes out to the left in the slot. In the pistol is Stowe. Going to pitch it left to Dollar, looking to find some space. Great pursuit and closing that gap by Heritage Christian. He may lose a little bit on that play as well.
They came back to that pitch, and it worked earlier, but I think Heritage Christian learned their lesson from last time because the first time they did not tackle well, but this time they wrapped him up and contained him. And that's what's so important out of a 4-3 look like that, especially when you're in the red zone, is because you need to make sure that the outside is contained first. And you can let up the stuff on the inside because you got Waltz in there to stuff the run as long as he's in the right gap. But that was a great play. Way to be aware.
I'm just surprised how many times Lapel ball carriers have split the defenders when multiple guys have been up there. That's
they're
really
shifty,
surprising.
Slippery.
All right, 3rd and goal from the 7 as Dollar's in the backfield again with Stowe, going to his right side now. Running to his right. He's looking for a receiver. He's got an out pattern to LeClaire. He didn't get in the end zone, though. Nice tackle.
Now, this is the second time that LeClaire, he's just got to know where he is. It is 3rd down. So now it's decision time whether you get points or not. But just to the point of the route, the way that's supposed to run is called a fork concept. Excuse me, it's actually called a knife concept. Some other kitchen utensil, I don't know. But you basically run, if you're an outside receiver, you're going to run to the goal line, just stop and turn around like that. And with Stowe sprinting out like that, it gives him only so much time. So you make sure you get across the sticks, in this case, the end zone, immediately.
Great play there by Wolf. 4th and goal from the 5. Let's see what they got up their sleeve here as Stowe takes it. Faked it to Dollar, going back to him. Oh, and boy, what a great read there. Had the ball been a little bit lower, that could have been a pick 6.
That was I think that was a trick play there by Lapel, where he fakes the run to Dollar, and then Dollar kind of squeaks out there. But I think that was that who was that Schlamer or Thompson? I think it was Thompson. I think Schlemmer's got the sleeves. That's how I'm telling them apart. But
great read because he was right there. And if that pass is a little bit lower, he had it read. He was gone.
Yeah, I think especially with those kind of plays where you have somebody leaking out like that, you want to make sure you take your time if you're Stowe. He kind of just chucked it up, and I don't like seeing that because you want to make sure that you are being patient, like we talked about in the beginning, and it didn't work out for him in that play.
Two backs in the backfield as they give it to Brown, looking to get some space on the outside. Stops, cuts back. He'll get a few yards. Third time Lapel has turned it over on downs so far in this first half.
Yeah, it's hard, especially when you're down like that. You're only down a score. I mean, you shaved off over 5 minutes of play time. So really, it's not all for loss because as long as you stop them within the next 2 minutes, you get the ball in the extra half, which would be in the second half. Because you get the kickoff, and you've had such good kickoff returns that it looks promising. It doesn't look like you're too deep in the water.
So are you trying to run clock here for Heritage, or are you not?
I think you're trying to score. First of all, you got to get out of this little hole.
Brown handoff up the middle, nice again job by the defensive line and linebackers of. They look like Allman again on the tackle for Lapel. You got to wonder at some point if they maybe try a little. Oh, I don't know. For some reason, it's escaping me now. Just the fake to Brown and then trying maybe go deep.
Yeah,
just a play action.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to. Well, I mean, 3rd and 2, so you might want to do that, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what they do here. I'm looking for maybe that fly route by Waltz, maybe something over top. Coach Ray calls a timeout, and I got to imagine you could come out in a similar formation because they're on the left hash. You have all that room. So we'll see.
You are watching Eagles football powered by Indiana SRN.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Little pitch there on 3rd down to Colton Brown. Little pitch wide from Max Milton. They'll get a first down and keep the clock and chains moving.
Yeah, definitely unexpected play call by Coach Ray. I think that was actually obviously it worked out, but it's smart because it catches the defense off guard. 3rd and 2. I mean, end of the first half, you're not thinking they're going to take a shot downfield, so you think they might get something short to keep the drive alive. That time they pitched it. Great call.
They've been all run so far, and Brown's got some space to work. Look at him go.
There he goes.
Feed him as he's past midfield into Lapel territory. Big chunk of change right there for Colton Brown.
Colton Brown running downtown. I love it. He saw an opening, and he booked it. And they're going to roll through. I mean, Heritage is going to try to score as soon as they can.
They got time. 1:05 to go here. So they reset Milton. Looking downfield. Oh, wow, that was close. Receiver and defender met at the same time as Waltz caught it a half a second earlier, and that's interference.
Oh, yeah. Waltz, I don't think Waltz was expecting to take a lick like that. In cover 2, that's the danger because the corner stays down like that. So when you throw flat routes like that, you're going to get your guy killed. Thankfully, no one was hurt in that play, but I want to watch out for it, and they got a completion.
40 seconds. Oh, and he's going to get hit by Allman. As he couldn't quite pull the trigger, could Milton. And we got a timeout here, who's by Heritage Christian. He was just about ready to release the ball, and Allman came charging through, and he did a great job of hanging on to the football while he took a nice lick.
Yeah, he did. We'll get to see it again here, but Milton, you just got to throw it. But I think he probably had nightmares of when he threw that pick before because you saw the linebacker there just over top. And what's hard about that is because, you don't want to start seeing ghosts again, but he's definitely thinking about it again, and that's probably why he pulled it down. But also, in the same breath, you don't want to take a sack when you only have 30 seconds left or 40 seconds on that play, and you're in a kind of a hole where you have to get a first down on this play. You're definitely going to go for it, I think, if you're Coach Ray, but I don't know.
You got one timeout left.
Yep.
I think you also want to go to your offensive lineman and say, hey, guys, block number 8, please.
Please.
I'm
begging you. Well, to that point, too, you could keep Colton Brown in for an extra blocker to protect Max Milton. I don't know. I don't know if he's been coached to do that. I would assume. I don't know if he's been coached to always be on the check down. We'll see.
All right, here we go. 32 seconds left. Brown in the backfield with Milton. So he goes across the middle, a little bit too out in front of Waltz on that play.
Yeah, a little bit of happy feet there and a little bit of an errant throw as well. He had Waltz underneath. I think he just let him a little too much, to be honest.
4th down now, and you want to try and gain some yardage because if you turn it, you want the first down, obviously, because if you get a turnover on downs here and an incomplete pass, they get the ball near midfield with a little bit of time and 2 timeouts to go. So let's see what Coach Ray draws up here.
3-by-1 set to the right side.
If they're going to throw it or they're going to quick kick it. So they go down the field. There's Gehrig again. That one is, though, out of his reach. And they turn over on downs near midfield. Let's see what Lapel can do here at the end.
Let's see if they let Stowe sling it around a little bit to finish out this half, or if they just kind of run down the clock and get ready for the next one.
All right. Stowe comes in for the offense here. 24 seconds left to go. They haven't thrown it downfield much, so I'm interested to see what kind of plays they've got drawn up where they can get it downfield and maybe in the middle of the field and get a quick timeout.
Yeah, the dude that's been hot all game is Allman. So I think if you maybe can get the ball in his hands for once on offense, we'll see what happens.
Back to pass. He's going long, deep on the right to Morose.
Oh.
And incomplete. It was close, just off his fingertips. Decent coverage there.
Morose made a great move on the outside. And what he did was create a lot of separation from Camden Wolf.
Yes.
And I think that ball was right in the bucket. Maybe just a step behind. Or in front, rather.
As a DB there, do you want to try and run him off his route a little bit and make him go a little bit wider?
I think so. I absolutely think so. But you also want to make sure that when you are following him like that when his eyes go up, you put your hand up.
Gotcha.
Because that means the ball's coming.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They're trying Morose again. He gets, nice little spin move, and he's going to get out of bounds.
I think he got almost exactly the amount of yards that he would have gotten on the previous play from that other ball.
What great moves. As soon as he caught it, just that little spin move. And he's wearing 22, a little Christian McCaffrey-esque.
A little bit, yeah. And maybe that's who he's trying to emulate.
You can call him Run MRZ, you know. Just take the O out.
I love it.
13 seconds to go. It's 1st and 10. They still have 2 timeouts to go. So you can go in the middle of the field when you're here at the 33-yard line because you got those 2 timeouts in your pocket. Switching it up here, bringing Rose to this side.
Definitely use a timeout after this play, regardless, I think.
Yeah. Oh, and they found Rose, and they're going to take that timeout with 6 seconds to go. So you got 1 shot, maybe 2?
Yeah, that was an interesting call because now you definitely, you're going to burn timeout either way, but you have a 5-step post there by Morose, and he made a great move to get up vertically really quickly. Now you have a chance to get points on the board regardless.
I want you to watch the motion of the big wind-up.
Yeah.
Does that play a huge role in him getting the ball out quickly?
Yeah, definitely. What you want to do is, I think quarterbacks always taught, hold the ball like it's a glass of milk. You never want the milk to be able to spill out like you're pouring it. You don't want to turn your hand all the way over, make a 180, and spill the milk out, right? So what he's doing when he's doing that is he's taking it and he's basically winding with a downward motion, spilling it out, and then he has to essentially bring it back out, right?
And that takes a lot of time.
Yeah, so all you do is just keep the milk jug from, I mean, it can spill a little bit, it's on the side, but keep it so it's level so you have a shorter motion to go. Guys who are super good at that, Tom Brady, Jimmy Garoppolo, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. I mean, all those guys do it so well. Dan Marino. I'm speaking in my generation.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I got to speak to my generation, Dan Marino.
Yes.
So.
I love it.
All right, 6 seconds to go. They do have Dollar in the backfield looking to block, and they're thrown in the corner. Did he land in bounds? No. They're saying he didn't land in bounds.
What a catch, though.
Was that Kern?
That was Kern. Max Kern.
What a catch, but didn't land in bounds.
It's hard to see. He was wearing the black shoes and the black turf. He might have gotten a toe there. Maybe a pinky toe.
1 second to go. Let's see what we got here.
Good route, too. He comes all the way across, runs the wheel route. I don't know, man. Ooh. We might have to call the ref up.
Replay. Oh, sorry, we don't have it. All right, you got one play. It's going to be your best one. It needs to be your best one, and we got some confusion down here on the sidelines. Let's take one more look at it again, as if we had replay.
Our producer, Ben, is on it.
Slow-mo. He's trying to stop it. Oh, let's see if we got slow-mo here. I think did he hit his legs?
I don't know.
You can see everybody in the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, they got the best seat in the house.
All right,
booth review.
Timeout for Lapel. 1 second. We'll take it with him. You're watching Eagles football on Indiana SRN.
Make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
All right, we are back here at the Boneyard. 1 second left on the clock in the first half, 14-7 Heritage Christian. One play left for Lapel. They do get the ball to start the second half. So here is the play. They look to the sidelines. Dollar behind Stowe. Stowe rolling to his left. In the corner, he's got, he had an open receiver in Kern, and there was that play again of him rolling to his left and not quite getting his body around to get a good, accurate throw in the corner because he was open.
Yeah, that's the most important part, is to flip your hips so that you're able to get that ball on time. But he just didn't do it, and so we're going to have to see maybe a third one that comes around. Hopefully that'll work for him. But great first half, honestly, to begin. So
that was a great play call. Yes, quite an interesting first half. It's kind of been it's feast or famine. We've had a lot of good drives that have ended up in scores.
Yep.
But then we've also had turnovers and turnover on down. So it's really kind of been, I don't even know, Jekyll and Hyde-ish, if you would.
Yeah, it really, really has. You see a lot of the same same things that Heritage is doing really, really well. They're getting the ball to Colton Brown and they're running around, but they're also attacking with Gehrig and Max Milton. That connection's been hot all night.
Mm-hmm.
And great throws between them, so I don't expect them to stop that at all. If you're Lapel, what got you down there was the huge play. So if you're looking for big plays, it's going to come from your special teams unit. And what's going to be really cool to see is how Heritage Christian reacts on their kickoff team to start the second half, because 2 big kick returns does not spell good for if you're trying to get off the field quick and get your offense back on, and Lapel's taking advantage of that. But they just need to finish. They've had really good drives that have come up short in the red zone because they haven't been able to finish.
Morose and Dollar have been the keys for Lapel. Brown and Garrick have been the keys for Heritage Christian. Is that going to stay the same, or are they going to try and get other guys in the mix and involved, maybe to mix it up a little bit here in the second half?
I honestly was surprised they didn't use Morose more in the first quarter because you had a few little hitch routes that we talked about getting past the first down. But Morose, we saw it. He just ran a simple hitch to curl where he was 8 to 10 yards, maybe right close to the first down, made one move, and all of a sudden it turned into a 25-yard gain. Get your athletes in space, get them the ball. Then if you're Stowe, you don't have to worry about it at all. You just got the ball out quick and you let your guys go play.
Well, there you go. So it is halftime here at the Boneyard. Heritage Christian ranked in the top 10 in the coaches poll in 2A, while as Lapel is ranked 16th here in 2A. When we come back from halftime, we'll try and have some scores for you of other games around the area, as well as those that are on the family of networks of Indiana SRN. So we are set. It is the halftime show. We'll take it away. Heritage Christian 14, Lapel 7 here on Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
I think the best thing that our ministry offers is that when the women come in and they are pregnant and they've reached our scan dates, which are 6 weeks, 4 days to 14 weeks, we're able to image them with ultrasound.
Seeing the image on the screen and hearing a heartbeat clarifies that it is truly life and not just a clump of cells.
You can see babies sucking their thumbs. You can see them running their hands over their head.
It shows them what God is doing on the inside that they don't feel or don't even think is real, but they see a real image of a real baby on the screen.
It just breaks my heart when a woman, no matter what her circumstances are, that she decides to end that intrauterine pregnancy, that she decides that she's better to go on her own without that baby.
Life comes at you fast, so it's important to have some help along the way.
My favorite patient. My favorite patient.
When the dust settles, it doesn't always end as anticipated. Embrace the journey and care for the ones around you.
My favorite patient.
For everything else and every stage in between,
my favorite patient.
Methodist Sports Medicine is here for you.
In athletics, we embrace the school's mission to glorify God, pursue excellence, and disciple students. This mission is at the core of who we are, driving our students and coaches to pursue athletics in a distinctive way that brings honor to Jesus Christ. Athletics teaches students about the value of competition, about teamwork and goal setting, about respect and hard work. The privilege of interscholastic athletic participation can be one of the most rewarding experiences in a student's life. The responsibility associated with this privilege can help the student athlete maintain proper perspective and serve as a reminder of what is truly important in life. We win through sports if we develop competitive and successful athletic teams and individuals. We win through life if we glorify God to be the best that we can be. As we build on our statewide reputation of athletic excellence that emphasizes sportsmanship and outreach, I look forward to seeing how God will continue to use Heritage Christian Athletics to impact our community.
The greatest thing ever said about mankind was that we were made in God's image. And I've often
The best thing for me about Heritage is that you form such close relationships with teachers and other students. It's just amazing for me to be walking down the hallway and to run into one of my old elementary school teachers, and they still remember my name. They'll come up and give me a big hug and be like, "Rachel, oh, how are you doing? Like, tell me about your life."
That's right. That's right.
We are integrating a biblical worldview into everything that we do here. Every class that we have, every relationship that's here on campus, every athletic activity, team, club, fine arts, that's part of the value proposition of discipleship here at Heritage. And how our faculty and staff speak into and pour into our student lives is so important. And you see that in so many ways. You see it obviously in the classroom, but you also see it with teachers who lead clubs, who are talking and tutoring with students after school, who really care about what's going on in our students' lives, and they're there to make a difference.
I am Heritage.
Heritage Christian.
I am Heritage. I am Heritage.
Every hurt and every sting, he has walked the suffering, he knows.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Parents, do you like free food? Hike it on over to Prodigy Burger and Bar, where Monday is family night and kids eat free. Every day you can find daily specials featuring craft burgers, tacos, wings, and more. Prodigy is now playing the NFL Sunday Ticket on more than 25 TVs, so you won't miss a second of your favorite teams. Prodigy also caters, hosts private events, as well as dine and donates. Celebrate your school spirit with us at Prodigy Burger and Bar. More than just burgers, located in Clay Terrace in Carmel.
We are back here at the Boneyard. It is halftime. Heritage Christian 14, Lapel 7 in a very interesting yet entertaining first half. Joining me is Joey Lindstrom. I'm Sean Crawl, producer Ben Wood, cameraman Tellion Johnson, doing a great job here on this chilly evening upstairs. But it was a very entertaining and interesting first half, as we said, Joey. It was feast or famine, really. Driving down and scoring, big plays, or turnovers and turnovers on downs. What kind of adjustments do you expect from both teams in the second half? Let's start with Heritage Christian.
Yeah, so from Heritage Christian's point of view, I mean, you look at the board. First of all, the score, 14-7, doesn't really jump out at you. But we've had way more entertainment in this game. And it's been really fun to see how each team has reacted after they've turned the ball over. On Heritage Christian's side, they've done a great job of having Lapel go 4 and out on each of their red zone drives. And they haven't gotten there. Lapel hasn't gotten there every time, but when they have, Heritage Christian has really honed in, stuck to their guns, and done really, really well at making sure that they just stay home and get the ball down. And what Heritage Christian also has done really, really well on the offensive side of the ball is get the ball to the playmakers that we don't often hear from. I think you kind of forget about Gehrig amongst the noise with Thompson and with Sharp, but he has made some really, really nice plays. He had that one fumble early, but he's been a real bright spot. And with Max Milton, where he struggled was when they had pressure, and he wasn't really sure how to handle it. And that was very apparent when he got sacked by Allman, and then on the very next drive threw a pick to Allman because Allman was kind of floating around, and he, so if Max Milton just sticks to his guns and stays patient, and Coach Ray just allows him to go ahead and make the decisions that he knows he's really good at, that is the short balls, that is the fade balls that we've seen a few times, the back shoulder fades is what I'm talking about. That's going to be really, really helpful for Max Milton as they move forward.
Reed Gehrig came in with 3 touchdown catches on the year. He's got 2 today.
Yep.
Brown hasn't gotten the end zone yet. He's got 13. But he does have some pretty good yardage racked up running the football. He's had a couple of big carries that have broken through. But a steady diet of Colton Brown has really kind of opened some stuff up. Haven't seen much from their leading receiver, Nate Thompson, catching the football. You think they're going to try and get him involved in the offense more, as well as Gary and Sharp?
Sure. Speaking for Colton Brown, he has. I think I was trying to tally, but I think he's got over 60 yards in that first half. And so what that does is that what it has done is create a lot of opportunity for Heritage Christian, and it opens it up. They allow him to go outside. They allow him to go inside. Colton Brown lowers his shoulder. He gets those extra yards, and he's so good at finding the first down. And to your point about Thompson, I think the guy that's been really, really a bright spot is Schlemer too, both on both sides of the ball, and he's very complimentary for Thompson on the outside. Both those guys, I mean, when they get into open space, they are so good at just being shifty and making moves that it's really hard to stop. And so if HC can continue to do that, get the ball to their playmakers as much as they can early and often with those short little passes, one of them is gonna hit eventually.
Your thoughts on Tanner Moroz and what you've seen from him so far in the first half?
Oh, Moroz he's so fun to watch. You likened him to Christian McCaffrey. I think I likened him to Cole Beasley earlier. Somewhere in the middle is Moroz. So he's really good at creating opportunity kind of out of thin air. He ran a curl out at the end of the first half that he just spun out and created extra yardage. If they go back to that, that only spells bad for Heritage Christian's defense. And the biggest problem for Lapel overall as an offense is they haven't been able to finish, right? So if you get the ball to Moroz on maybe a short screen or get him on a slant route where we saw at the end of the first half too, he didn't come on super early in the game, so definitely in the second half I think he's going to make some big plays, and Stowe's going to get the ball to him.
I was honestly surprised that last possession in the first half when they were down close to the goal line, they didn't look towards Allman and the big target that he is. That kind of surprised me a little bit. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, when you have a guy that has he's got 2 sacks on defense, an interception, forced some really, really bad decisions by Max Milton. Why not give him the ball on offense too? Maybe they haven't used him as much as they'd like to, but I think now's the time to start. If you got a guy has brought some momentum, he's really done well so far. Why not try him out?
6'3",
yeah,
6'3",
big dude.
220. He's a big guy.
He's making
target.
plays too, and so I say why not try it out? He's been playing the H-back spot, tight end, so he's obviously used for a lot of blocking type of plays. And I mean he's a captain too. Moroz and Allman, your playmakers, get the ball to them, get him open space, and even if it's for, I don't know, hand him the ball. I don't know, get him a third and short. Like get him involved on both sides of the ball.
Special teams has been interesting to say the least
Oh, yeah.
so far, but it's mostly been from the fact that when Lapel has been returning, they've had some big plays, and they get the ball to start the second half. Do you think King will even kick the ball downfield to them in any way, shape, or form? Because that's really been a thorn in Heritage's side so far tonight.
He has to. He has to. Their kickoff team has to shake it off. I was talking earlier about how those guys are just animals. They got to run with reckless abandon, no regard for your safety when you're on the kickoff team. But I think Heritage was maybe a little hesitant when they were trying to go tackle Lapel. And I think Morose was on the first one, and Dollar was on the second. And those guys are both big play guys. And they made moves to get out in the open field and give great field position to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, both of them went into Heritage Christian territory. Let's take a look at the scores we had in the first half. All three of them, 2 touchdowns to Reed Garrick and 1 rush. Here's the first touchdown. As you see the pass here going across the middle after the big hitter on the outside shoulder to Garrick, and that hitter across the middle. Yeah, that was just a simple RPO that they had run once before, I think, on that drive, and it caught him off guard before. But I think he actually handed it off to wow, I can't remember his name, Colton Brown. So that they obviously had the linebackers showing up, and I think they're going to come back to those kind of plays all night. All right. Second one here, Dollar just does a great job. This was 2 plays after the kickoff return that almost went for a touchdown, and Dollar has been great all night, getting inside, shifty, reading his blocks, and their offensive line has done really well on those run plays. It's incredible the talent that you see on the offensive end is so much quickness, not necessarily size. So much quickness, yeah. And I don't think, especially in 1A football, you're going to get a few outliers. 2A football, excuse me. Thank you. 2A football, you're going to get some outliers from some big boys. But overall, you're going to have those small, shifty guys that maybe you don't always see maybe in the bigger classes. And that's really exciting because it provides a lot more electric plays. And the third and final touchdown was the drop in the bucket in the corner to Garrick. Yeah, this was beautiful. This is he was chucking to a garbage can trying to make it in. Yeah, I mean, just textbook play, 3 for 3 on those fade balls to those guys, and Sharp's got one too on a back shoulder that I said originally I think Sharp probably could have just ran under that ball and Milton just throw it up for him. So if you're both sides, you're really not limited in any way. A lot of different things have worked, and sometimes they haven't worked, maybe just because defense made a good call. So Lapel's got the ball for the first drive in the second half. We'll see how it goes. This is going to be a very entertaining second half as we get set to go here from the Boneyard, 14-7 Heritage Christian, as we get ready to start. King with the boot, and he does go deep, and it looks like it's going to go to LeClaire. And, he got pulled around. I'm not sure if that was a face mask or jersey or what, but much better coverage down there for Heritage Christian on that return. Way better coverage. That was, I'm sure, a talking point at the half for Coach Ray's special teams units, and they did a great job of wrapping them up there on that play. Pardon me, that looked like it was Josh Coleman, number 2 on that return, and not LeClaire. So I think what we'll see out of the Bulldogs on this play, to start out, they're probably going to go back to Dollar. I would assume they're going to probably throw a Stowe on the second down if you get a good chunk on this play. And is that Morose in the backfield with Dollar and that might be Stowe? Allman. Oh yeah, it is. Allman lead blocking. Yeah, the jumbo package in there in the backfield, and he's got a good chunk of change here on the first carry. No pun intended. Dollar. Okay, maybe it was. Dollar coming in this game with 7.1 yards per carry. So he obviously has some great blocking up front that he's been able to take advantage of. And while we didn't see as many maybe explosive plays in the first half, I would assume that's going to happen in the second. We'll see if they line up with Allman is in the backfield. He's on the right hip of Stowe with Dollar behind both of them. LeClaire to this side. In motion is Morose. Coming to the slot and a little bit of motion. I think Allman was leaning forward, and he maybe lost his balance, or he tried to jump the snap a little bit. That'll set him back 5 yards. So that will make it 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. By the way, got to get my uniform stuff in here. Love lapels. Basic, simple uniforms.
That's right.
Would like a decal on the helmet, but I love the simplicity. Easy to read as an old broadcaster, too. With the gold numbers on the back. I like that.
I like it, too. It's nice. And so I appreciate that. The Eagles have their I like their uniforms, too. The blue shining on the helmets.
They can get a little crazy with some of these. As he's rolling out to his right, is he going to throw the football? He's looking to throw. He needs to throw it out of bounds. He does. Throws it up, and somehow, some way, guess who catches it? Morose works his way across the field, and somehow Stowe gets it to him.
I honestly don't know where he came from. He had to come from all the way on the slot on the opposite side. But obviously Stowe was looking for him. I feel like he was hey, where's my buddy? Where's my buddy? Just toss it up.
A million miles an hour.
Thanks to our producer Ben getting this replay. Yeah, he chucked it up there and he trusted his guy.
Oh, huge gap on that for Dollar to run through. I could have ran through that gap. It was so big. And he gets close to a first down. Let's see if they move the chains.
And Lapel's trying to move. I mean, they got their centers up on the ball. This is exciting. This is a different type of tempo. We haven't seen this from them yet.
Yeah, Dollar comes to the sideline now. Now we got a whistle here, waiting for the chains.
The chains do not move as fast as you'd like to.
Come on,
ever.
chain gang. Let's go now. All right, now we start here or near midfield. First down and 10 for Lapel. Blitz maybe?
Big time blitz.
Run blitz. Oh, and he runs through it. That looks like it was at Shelton.
You know, it never seems like you should run into a blitz, but sometimes because the gap, you never know where the gap scheme of that blitz is coming from. All those linebackers might fill in different places, and that time Shelton took advantage of it.
Shelton's got just a shade under 200 yards on the year, 4 touchdowns. And it's 2nd and 5 from the 45 as Shelton gets the ball again. We're getting kind of close. It looks as if the Pels coming out trying to maybe impose their will a little bit on Heritage Christian.
Why not? You're only down 1 score, so I think you're not exactly trying to milk the clock. You just want to establish the run. Establish the run so then you could go ahead and pass. And those crazy plays that Stowe threw to like Morose are the plays that are going to, one, you're going to remember forever because they're crazy, and two, that they really set the tone for the rest of the drive.
So now Stowe runs himself as he sees a little gap. He's going to get the first down.
Good job by Stowe lowering his shoulder on that play.
Yeah, Dollar came back in that time. Nice little breather for him as it's now a first down in Heritage Christian territory at their 40-yard line. And, this hurry up is kind of interesting. We didn't see much of this or any telltale signs of it in the first half, but I kind of like it.
Well, I like it too. What I really like about it is that they don't have time to think. They don't have the time to think about any mistake that they might make. They're immediately going to the next play, saying, all right, this is what we got to do. It's almost instinct at that point. You've practiced it so many times, you know.
Stowe to Dollar. Ooh, great penetration there. Is that leverage, Big Eddie leverage? No, that's not. That looks like it was Jackson on the tackle there.
Jackson just good fill on that one.
But you know what I think is interesting? Maybe this lights a fire under Heritage's offense, and they come out in no huddle.
Ooh, maybe.
I'd like to see them sling it downfield, too. Stowe to Dollar. Great coverage again. And Harrison Waltz comes in after he got slowed up, did Dollar, by Colin Thompson. And it's going to be 3rd and long.
Thompson with that initial first contact and just kind of holding on for dear life. Come on, Waltz. And so he got it. That was a great TFL, tackle for loss.
So 3rd and 11. 2 great run stops for Heritage. Let's see what they've got dialed up here on 3rd and long. Still blitzed, knocked down, almost intercepted. Boy, if I'm telling you, had he been aware, is that 50 or 58? I can't really tell.
That was just great pressure to force Stowe to just kind of chuck it. Thankfully, that wasn't a fumble for Lapel.
Yeah, Colin Thompson knocked it down, and the other defender was so bent on hitting the quarterback, he could have picked it off as he jumps up right there.
Yeah, he dove at him.
Hit him in his helmet.
Dunked him. Now you see Morose in the backfield. And this,
here comes Stowe to the right side. And here's that Wildcat Wild Dog in for – he's going to kick it again.
Good punt.
Corner coffin corner. Oh, that was close.
It was a nice spiral off his foot, and it just missed going out of bounds.
He had great spin on that, too, and it looked like it might check up like a nice Tiger Woods putt there, but not quite. And he was so distraught, like, oh, I thought I had it.
Yeah, he was putting both his hands on his head. Just, oh, my gosh, I can't believe that.
Actually, I probably should have went with the Phil Mickelson sand wedge, checking up there instead of the Tiger putt.
A nice little flop.
Yeah. All right, so Heritage Christian, their first series here in the second half on their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10, leading 14-7 here at the Boneyard, Lapel High School. Colton Brown has it, going right with his entourage. Cuts back up, finds some space. Uh-oh.
Oh, my gosh.
Could he? Tripped up at the last second.
How did he? I don't understand how he stayed in bounds and still was able to accelerate like that. He was able to stop on a dime and go again. That was awesome.
That's what's incredible about him is
Yeah.
his ability to do that. And that's going to open up a lot of things if you can get that type of run on your first run here in the second half.
Yeah, what a talent. And by the way, great blocking up front to make that happen too initially, and the rest is history for Colton Brown's play on that one.
Oh, by the way, and a junior.
He's a junior too?
Yeah.
That works out nicely, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So they hand it to him again. Gets about 5 yards there on that play. Again, nice little run. Your Max Milton's like, it keeps my jersey clean. I will take it.
What's interesting, too, this is the 7th drive for Heritage Christian, and Lapel just got done with their 7th drive. So it's really they've been trading ways, just absolutely trading the ball away in different ways, because punts or turnovers or what have you. Thankfully, this is just so entertaining.
Second down, they give it to Brown again, looking to get to the outside. He's going to get out of bounds, maybe 3 yards short of the first down, 3 or 4. 3rd and manageable for Heritage on the far side of the field. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, just your simple outside zone on that one. Now it's 3rd and 4. I think if you're Coach Ray, you go with probably a flat route from Waltz. You're going to have a 3-by-1 set to the left side, I would say. And out of this, okay, Schleimer's actually the third receiver. So they're either going to run it up the middle, or I think they got to pass short.
All right, let's see what he's got. Oh, bad snap, and down he goes. Well, that kind of took care of everything there.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be 4th and 10 from their 40. And are they going to try and pin him down, or are they going to run a play here?
I think he's going to try to run a play, because this is, you know, that no matter what happens, Lapel's going to have a pretty good chance at the ball here, because whether you run an offensive play or whether you try to punt, they're either going to come after it or they're going to try to bring pressure.
All right, here we go. 4th and 9. Brown in the backfield with Milton. 2 receivers each side. Watch sharp. No, it's going the opposite way. He's low throw. He was looking for Garrick. Didn't quite get it to him. Turnover on downs again. Third time.
No, that was hard, because Milton was looking for Schleimer out there on the wheel route. But ultimately, when Gary came underneath, he just needs to put the ball on him. And I think Gary either got tripped up when he was cutting out, or I don't know what happened there. But you got to be able to put yourself in a position to get that.
Both teams have turned it over on downs 3 times in the game tonight, and we still stand at 14-7 here midway through the third quarter. Stowe in at quarterback, Dollar behind him. Allman's there too. And now we got a timeout because we had some issues there. Looked like a personnel issue for Lapel. We'll take the break with him. You're watching Eagles football powered by Indiana SRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Back here at Lapel High School, the Boneyard. Lapel has it after Heritage turns it over on downs. 1st and 10. Stowe with Mrose in motion. Looking handoffs, looking to throw. Got pressure, just throws it up. And great job because Schlammer didn't adjust to the ball, didn't look back, and Mrose did. That's a first down.
Stowe's slow to get up, but what a great toss-up. Again, trusting your guy is going to come down with it. That was pretty incredible.
You'll see here is that Mrose, looking at the football, was able to adjust to it.
Yeah, he got his entire body hit on that one too. Great play by Mrose. Way to track the ball. That thing could have brought rain.
And now they're in Heritage Christian territory is Lapel. Mrose in motion. No, that's not Mrose.
Actually
That's
Stowe.
Stowe.
Mrose in the backfield.
Mrose has it.
Fooled us.
Looking to carry it. Oh, trip. That's going to be a trip. That's coming back, folks. You can see that one a mile away. I guess it'll be holding, but there was definitely
Well, either way,
some
Sam Johnson.
chicanery, my favorite word on the Lapel side.
Okay. Holding, yeah, and Sam Johnson did a good job of selling that.
Yeah, he did.
Because he dove, and it definitely showed that he got help for sure. You got to do a little bit of an acting job.
Hey, it works, right? Now is the time I'd like to remind everyone of last year's game. 36-35.
Thriller shootout
at Heritage Christian. So, do we have another nail-biter in store for us this evening?
It looks that way so far. Neither of these teams are really giving an inch so far in the second half.
1st and 20 as Mrose is now lined up over here on our side. Stowe looking to throw. He's going to go deep.
Good ball. Oh.
Just a little bit long. As Mrose was once again covered by Camden Wolf. He's been on him pretty much most of the night, has Wolf.
Yeah, he has, and he's done a really good job of tracking the ball. Earlier, he had a play that didn't look like it was going to go his way because Mrose almost caught it over top of him. So he got lucky on that one. But overall, all night, he's been able to cover really well.
2nd and 20. What are you dialing up here?
I think you try to gain a little more yardage back by running the football.
Okay.
And maybe have a 3rd and long. But at the same time, 2nd and 20 as a whole because there's a lot of toss-ups. So I mean. If you got, I think it's wins that side, you're going.
Mrose in motion, jet sweep.
Yep.
Tried to spin out of it. Got maybe 3.
I think what they were trying to do there, Lapel, was have a lot of shifts, have a lot of motions to kind of throw off Heritage Christian. So maybe they get out of their set and they're not really quite sure what to do. So what that does is it throws them off in a way where, hey, we're used to you doing this. Now you're shifting all your guys away. Like that throws off as a linebacker, that throws off my keys. As a corner, that throws off who I'm supposed to cover. So it really does take a lot of just mental reps all week to figure that kind of stuff out.
All right, 3rd and 18 for Lapel. Dollar behind Stowe. In the backfield, looking to throw, getting pressure again on him. He rolls out right. It's going to go up to Mrose again.
Oh.
Knocked out of his hands. That was close as Mrose almost got to it. My goodness. But Heritage did something smart there. They double covered him.
That was smart. Gary came over top from the safety spot.
Yes.
And he was able to get a hand on that as well, kind of get in there. Interesting call.
Yes.
Because it looked like he didn't have any other deep routes over there, at least in the general vicinity. So it was kind of easy for Gary to leave whoever he was covering. Maybe that was a wrong route because Normally he shouldn't be over there like that.
Stowe looks way more comfortable rolling to his right and throwing than rolling to his left.
Yes. And that's natural for a right-handed quarterback.
All right, 4th down, as Stowe is going to be out wide again, so there's a chance that Morose may kick this and try and get the corner this time. Going the opposite way. Garrick's there, and it's going to go. It hit the referee.
I don't think that would count in Lapel's favor.
No, it didn't. That does count as a touchback. It does not count as popping out of the end zone. Oh, hey, that's ours. So 4:21 to go here. No scoring so far here in the second half. Interesting, but we'll see what Heritage has here on their second go at it in the second half.
Get up field. You know how he's improved over the season so far.
Lone back in the backfield, Milton. Milton looking to his right, going to the corner, almost picked off. A little bit too far in, as it maybe should have been a back shoulder throw to Sharp over there on the sideline.
Yeah, nice play by Yeski to get over there because Sharp had an easy ball to catch. That was right in his breadbasket, but Yeski got in the way.
Milton zipped that ball in there pretty good.
He has. Yeah, he's been on all night, I think. He's just gotta be a little more on those throws like that where it's kind of a quick read. I think he's better at than the longer developing plays.
That from a former quarterback. Brown to the left of Milton in the shotgun. Blitz coming. Brown trying to get around the corner. Gets a little bit. Gonna get about 7 or 8 on that carry. Sets up 3rd and short. Opens up a lot of options in the playbook.
Yeah, when you're popping off, 7 or 8 yards a carry.
Ooh, they're going to say you went out of bounds.
Or 6.
Maybe 6.
You're absolutely confident that you're going to do it again. Honestly, if I'm Coach Ray, I think I'm going to run the ball again right now.
Maybe try that to the wide side here?
Yeah, why not?
Because when they've been doing it, they've been doing it to the short side of the field. So, Speaking of 3 receivers here on the left-hand side of the formation, faking it. Milton's going to throw it. Got tipped and picked. Tipped and picked by
They're calling it an
Will
interception.
Johnson.
He bobbled it a little bit when he was going down, but he got the interception.
Milton looked like he was on a second read there and tried to go back over the middle and didn't see the defender and got hit. Let's take a look here at the interception. It looks like Milton's on a again, he's done multiple reads here.
He was looking for tough. I don't think that play would have worked anyway. I think it would have been broken up or picked either way. But he was obviously looking for Waltz, who was just on a simple curl route in front of the first down.
We are going to take a break here. You're watching Eagles football, powered by Indiana SRN.
Make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the Indiana SRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football, air volleyball, softball, baseball.
There you go.
And we're back. Dollar, nice carry for a first down after the turnover. He got a lot of space and just hit the hole hard. And now they're in scoring territory. Could be close to a tie game here soon.
Stretch play where you get outside early and often. That was a great run by Dollar and great blocking up front.
He had his hole and he just shot through it. He wasn't going to waste any time. And now we have.
I wonder if they took that. Camden Wolf seems to be limping, and I don't know if they need to get in a different set or if he called that for Wolf. But
all right, you're watching Eagles football, powered by Indiana SRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Parents, do you like free food? Hike it on over to Prodigy Burger and Bar, where Monday is family night and kids eat free. Every day you can find daily specials featuring craft burgers, tacos, wings, and more. Prodigy is now playing the NFL Sunday Ticket, so you won't miss a second of your favorite teams. Prodigy also caters, hosts private events, as well as dine and donates. Celebrate your school spirit with us at Prodigy Burger and Bar. More than just burgers, located in Clay Terrace in Carmel.
Hey, never miss a game and watch it as many times as you like. Go to our YouTube page and subscribe now. Get notifications about upcoming events. Go to YouTube, then search Indiana SRN. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 14 for Lapel. They hand it off to Dollar. Just dive right up the middle. Nice job by the linebackers coming in, filling those holes. And going to stop him for about a 2-yard gain there.
They tried that stretch play to the left side this time. And didn't work out for him as well as the first time Dollar ran. Ace set here, where they have 2 tight ends lined up on the line,
nice.
2 receivers.
They're shooting the gaps on those last one, the linebackers were. Let's see what they do here. Fake. Little play fakes. Got a receiver, LeClaire, and he got it.
Wow.
Touchdown. 11-yard touchdown to LeClaire. And we are an extra point away from it. Got a hold on Lapel coming back.
There by LeClaire. And it was a toe tap for sure. Stowe rolls out to his left. And what was interesting is he had Allman block for a couple seconds and then roll out. Allman was wide open, but he went for the money shot, and he got LeClaire. Really, it was a beautiful throw. His best one all night.
That sets them back now to the 21. It'll be 21-22. It'll be 2nd and 17 for Lapel. Wow, what an absolute killer penalty right there when you think you're going to tie the football game. So Dollar in the backfield with Stowe. Still 2 tight ends in. They're going to go deep again.
There it goes.
To LeClaire. Oh, broken up, and now they're going to get interference.
Looks like they'll get it back then.
Wow, I thought that was a really good play.
Yeah.
By
that was a great play, I think. But I think maybe the ref thought he was all over him, I think.
So that makes it a first down again, does it not?
It does. It's an automatic first down, I believe.
Wow.
And if it's not, then they're going to be, 17 yards away, so they're going to be right up 2nd and 2. Should be an automatic first down. And guys in our little hut in here confirming that. Maybe only a 10-yard penalty.
Right in the middle of the field. No, it's going to be 2nd down. And
right, there you go.
About 5. Goodness. From about the 10. So Stowe's got 2 backs in the backfield. He's got Allman and Dollar. Pitch to Dollar, trying to run behind Allman, looking for some space. Great closing speed by Heritage. He's still going, though.
Yeah, I don't know how.
My goodness. It's going to be 3rd down and short. They're marking it about 2 yards short of the first down. You got to imagine they're going to go to Dollar again, put Allman back in the backfield, and just run right behind him.
I think so. They're probably going to have a heavy set jumbo package, like you said before, where they're going to just give it to him right up the middle, try to get a first down and get some 1st and goal.
Quickly, they're going to.
Or just do it himself. Stowe will. Nice. Good QB power there. Just a straight up bully ball, really.
Still going to be close. We'll see what they decide to do here, if they decide to measure it or if he's short. Still didn't like the mark. Up, first down. I'm surprised there aren't very many measurements in high school football.
Yeah, me too. Actually, we had part 2 to last week. There was like 3. I think.
Really?
Yeah. That's kind of interesting.
All right. Nearing the end of the 3rd quarter here, 1st and goal for Lapel as Stowe comes to the huddle with the call from the sideline. It's game up at 14.
I think if they're going to try this little bootleg action. I was wrong.
No,
that worked.
Dollar.
That worked much better.
It is Cameron Dollar, another 4-yard touchdown run, his second of the night. And we're an extra point away this time from tying it.
This is shaping up to be a good one, Sean. This is fun.
It is. And, a former Chicago Bear, Jerry Azuma, made the statement, when you get down close, you want to get the money that folds, not the money that jingles.
Ooh.
And they got the money that folds from Mr. Dollar.
Mr. Dollar.
So we'll see what happens here with Moroz.
Oh,
it's blocked.
Go get it.
It is
Go
blocked.
Get it. Oh, I forget that in high school it's a dead play after that.
And they're going to get a flag from knocking someone down after the whistle. And so they'll tack that on, but 14-13 on a blocked PAT.
Way to get in there by Camden Wolf. He's been all over the place, and that's been interesting to see how well he's done being in different positions such as PAT, where you can get a block like that.
All right, you're watching Eagles football powered by Indiana SRN.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service.
Because he sits right beyond the